Yo guys, before the video starts, I wanted to give a shout out to my longtime friends over at Adam and Eve. It might be a new year, but I got the same love for them, and we are partnering up once again to give you guys an amazing deal. 50% off an item of your choice, plus free shipping when you check out with code JAMARI. With Valentine's coming up, it is the perfect time to get something for yourself, or for that special someone. They have stuff for men, they have stuff for women, they have stuff for couples, and really anyone you can imagine. So y'all head over to Adam and Eve today and use my code JAMARI at checkout. That's JAMARI, JAMARI. So as I'm sure most of you know by now, the Kansas City Chiefs are heading back to the Super Bowl after the Ravens decide to handicap themselves and not let Lamar Jackson run the football. I swear he's a pocket passer. This man was desperately out here trying to break the running back allegations. And while there has been some drama for the Chiefs on the field the last couple of weeks, once again the headlines surrounding this team are about something that happened off the field, this time in the form of Taylor Swift. Obviously, her relationship with Travis Kelce has been a polarizing topic of discussion for the last year, and during the game last week, some AI images began to circulate the web, where Taylor was seen covered in red paint from head to toe, surrounded by Chiefs fans doing some very explicit things, like I'm talking about the degeneracy rivals that of an Adam 22. And so that led to this greater conversation about the dangers of having this open AI software be so accessible to pretty much anyone who wants it. Taylor Swift is reportedly furious that AI-generated nude images of her were circulating across social media on Thursday. Whether or not legal action will be taken is being decided, but there is one thing that is clear. These fake AI-generated images are abusive, offensive, exploitative, and done without Taylor's consent and/or knowledge. And obviously, guys, when it comes to celebrities, deepfakes have been around forever. As for years, people have been photoshopping their favorite actresses, favorite singers, and really any other famous person you can imagine to be nude. So I guess what I'm saying is that's really nothing new, but where the situation does kind of become alarming is when you consider the capabilities of AI in the current day, and how pretty much anyone at this point can take just a regular photo of someone and essentially turn it into an adult image. This is what I'm talking about right here. Non-consensual deepfake has also been made illegal in Texas, Minnesota, New York, Hawaii, and Georgia, though it hasn't been successful in stopping the circulation of AI-generated nude images at high schools in New Jersey and Florida, where explicit deepfake images of female students were circulated by male classmates. And to me, that's where the problem really lies. You're going to start seeing pictures of people's sisters, people's mothers, and other regular everyday people who are not celebrities are going to be exploited in these ways. And this is where I kind of get into the side topic of today's video. Actually, I guess it's kind of my main point of emphasis here. I wanted to talk about this man right here on the screen. On Twitter, he goes by the name ZV Bear. He had garnered a following over there for basically being a serious milkman, which if you don't know means he's just addicted to white women, especially ones with large breasts. Like, let's say your mama randomly posted a picture of herself, she had some big old titties. Well, this guy might post her up saying some nasty shit. And so with him being the milkman he is, he tried to make one last delivery, and he was one of the people to repost these images for millions of people to see. And so with him being one of the biggest and I guess most public accounts to post these images, the Swifties have now been wreaking havoc on this man's life. So here he says, "My Taylor post went viral and now everyone is posting it. I love Taylor Swift. I've been a Swiftie. I've caused a milk reaction, but at what cost?" And it looks like the cost is here, my guy, and you're gonna have to pay up. Obviously, I am going to be blurring out his information today because I'm not interested in doxing someone. But within minutes of this story coming out, the Swifties found out this man's full name, where he went to school, and exactly where he lives. They also managed to find some other photos of apparently him. And just to show you how many people were interested in finding out who this man truly was, just look at this Google Trends graph when it comes to his username over the last 90 days. And it's not looking good for our guy ZV Bear. And it appears to have sent him into a bit of an internet hiding. The Swifties really got this man down bad, and so he had to go private. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Anyone who created their Twitter account only around 4 years ago, who has 166,000 posts, really needs to go the side. Like, this amount of Twitter activity should be straight up illegal. And I'm telling you guys, let this be a lesson to you that people on the internet are absolutely relentless, especially when it comes to these Taylor Swift fans. I mean, we saw the way they went for Meat Canyon a couple months back when he just made a little parody video just poking fun at Taylor's relationship and her fans, and needless to say, they really didn't like that shit. So this same account says the hunt is back on for his address, getting closer but still need to tie up some leads, like if she's working for the FBI. And to me, it's just one of those things where everyone should kind of learn their lesson that acting like a clown online is never worth losing your personal freedom. Especially on Twitter, where he was likely getting paid literally peanuts. I mean, this guy's whole identity was essentially sharing videos of big-tittied white women and promoting their OF page, which is like 90% of the content you see on Twitter these days. That's why the company isn't worth shit. It basically has no moderation.
Because I think deepfake technology is still so relatively new that a lot of folks may not be familiar with it. How is it that AI can take these images and produce them this way?
Yeah, Boris, it's actually horrifying. I get PTSD because I remember covering, when I was at CNN, non-consensual pornography, this horrific problem and harassment against women. And now this is that, but on steroids. You don't even have to take a sexually explicit image for someone to do this to you. We now have AI and AI image generators that essentially mimic our most human qualities. They can imitate our voice, they can imitate our words, they can imitate our bodies. And the bottom line is it's becoming increasingly, the perception of truth is just, it's there. So you might see something and it might be, quote, fake, but it really looks real. And that's where things have gotten incredibly problematic, especially because we don't have the right guardrails now to protect folks.
And let's be honest, guys, while a lot of AI out there will have some net positive effects on our society, for the most part, a lot of this shit is very dystopian. Like, outside of this situation, I've seen so many videos, especially like advertisements for drop-shipped products, that use the likeness of a celebrity like Joe Rogan or Mr. Beast, and they essentially create a deepfake acting like they are vouching for their product when they've really done no such thing.
You're one of the 10,000 lucky people who'll get an iPhone 15 Pro for just $2. I'm Mr. Beast, and I'm doing the world's largest iPhone 15 giveaway.
If you were, let's say, unemployed guy somewhere from Canada, what would you do?
I would use the app that Mr. Beast created.
Beast Casino?
Yeah, this guy created an app where it's really easy to make money. You'd be surprised how many people around the world have made a lot of money, bought supercars and houses just by playing Beast Casino.
And it just gets very dangerous to me when they can make literally anyone out there look like they said or did something that they didn't really say or do. Like, something about that is very dangerous.
The number one thing we really do need to worry about is the future of AI and consent, and the fact that this is happening and it is rampant. And yes, it's happened to Taylor Swift, which is horrifying, but it's actually happening behind the scenes at high schools around the country with young victims being harassed.
So yes, I do think that laws will eventually come. And if this guy ZV Bear gets caught up in some sort of federal trial, some sort of precedent-setting trial, that would just be insane. Like, you around and tried to troll on Twitter and it ruined your life. And this guy is still somehow out here trying to play the Twitter villain where he says, I don't care how powerful Swifties are, they'll never find me. I'm like the Joker. I use fake numbers and addresses for everything I do. As long as my account is still active, I can never lose. Like, being a Twitter god or whatever the this guy would refer to himself is simply not worth it. And I do want to be clear, guys, that even in this situation, I obviously don't think that anyone should ever really be doxxed. But am I surprised that this happened? No, this guy has constantly been flying in way too close to the sun, and he finally got burned. And this whole situation had me very reminiscent of this story that came out last year, where this guy Atrioc went on stream with his girlfriend in the background, crying after it was exposed by himself on his stream that he was spanking his meat to some Pokemon deepfakes.
It's 100% true. I looked at a deepfake video of streamers.
Your girlfriend being in the background for this apology is nuts.
I've done a lot on the stream to like create a pattern of behavior where I really want, especially women on Twitch, to feel safer. Like I've never made like a weird, I don't know, seat sniffing joke. I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like that on a stream.
So yeah, basically he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And this one does go a little bit deeper because these images that he was looking at that I believe he actually paid for were of women that he would consider colleagues and actually probably consider friends, which obviously makes him look much more pathetic and perverted. And obviously with Elon now owning Twitter, he was under fire for this whole situation as well. And in response, he's going to be hiring 100 content moderators, which has been something that's like long overdue when it comes to Twitter. It's an absolute shit show over there. And for the past couple of months, you see corn, gore videos, and other crazy shit that has nothing to do with the original tweet being promoted for Twitter engagement under anything that's viral. It's either that or you see all these accounts just straight up promoting girls' OF pages and other explicit things, just getting insane engagement on there. Like, it's very clear there was no moderation, and it's funny to me he's hiring 100 people, when previously the dumbass fired all the moderators and thought he was so big and bad, like, there's gonna be a Twitter renaissance, guys! Free speech, free speech! Just don't share that image. In all seriousness though, I do think it'll be interesting to see if this whole Taylor Swift situation kind of sets a deeper precedent when it comes to legislation involving AI. Do you guys know anyone who has fallen victim to the deepfake? I want to know down below in the comments. But either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. As you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other buffoonery out here needs to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!